You are welcome to Gpad Learn Math. In this video, we want to solve for the value of x and the value of y that will satisfy this equation. So we have 8 raised by x minus 8 minus 8 raised by y minus 8 is equal to 4095. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use the law of indices here and here to separate them. So here's what I mean. If you have p raised power, let's say x minus y, you know that using the law of indices, this can be rewritten as p raised power x divided by p raised power y. Because if they have the same base, you can subtract the power since you are dividing. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this case and in this case. I'm going to split them using the law of indices that has to do with division. So let's do that right here. Now this is going to be 8 raised to the power of x divided, like I did before, 8 raised to the power 8. Yeah, because when you want to return this, you can get back this using the law of indices. Minus, do the same thing here as well. It's going to be 8 raised to the power of y minus 8 raised to the power of what? 8. So this is divided. Okay, and this is equal to 4095. Now, I'm going to rewrite this as a fraction 8 raised to the power x over 8 raised to the power 8, then minus 8 raised to the power y over 8 raised to the power 8, and this is equal to 4095. Now, moving on, just as you do when you add and subtract fractions, they have a common denominator. So I'm going to take the LCM of that, which is going to be the same thing. And you just have to repeat what you have in the numerator since the denominator did not change. So repeat what you have in the numerator, which will be 8 raised to the power x, and the operator here is minus, so minus 8 raised to the power y, and this is equal to what? 4095. Now the next thing I'll do is to cross multiply. You can write over 1 here and cross multiply. So 1 times 8 raised to the power x minus 8 raised to the power y is going to be 8 raised to the power x minus 8 raised to the power y. And then you have this times this, which is going to be what? 8 raised to the power 8 times 4095. This right here is a positive number, obviously. Now, it therefore means that x has to be greater than y for this to return a positive number on the right-hand side. Why did I say that? Because they have a common base, 8 here and 8 here. So for this to return a positive number, then the exponent of x here has to be greater than y, because this 8 raised to the power x must be greater than 8 raised to the power y. So we can decide to write it by saying that x is greater than y. If x is greater than y, it has to be greater than y with a positive number. So I can decide to write x as equal to a plus y, where a is a positive number. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to replace x for a plus y. So I'm going to write 8. I won't be writing x anymore. I'll be writing a plus y because I just set it to x. Then minus 8 raised to the power y is equal to 8 raised to the power 8 times 4095. Now, like I did before when I changed it from one form of indices to another form, what do you have here? 8 raised to the power what? A plus y. I can rewrite it like this: 8 raised to the power a times 8 raised to the power y. Because if you have equal bases multiplied together, if you want to group them as one using the law of indices, this can be rewritten as what? 8 raised to the power a plus y, because they have a common base. So you add the exponent. Now let's move on. I'm going to write minus 8 raised to the power y, and this is equal to what? 8 raised to the power 8 times 4095. Okay, look at this term. Look at this term and this term. What is common between the two of them? It is what? 8 raised to the power y. So let's factor 8 raised to the power y out. And then you have 8 raised to power a minus 8 raised to power y. And this is equal to what? 8 raised to power 8 times 4095. I hope this is okay. No. There's a mistake here. This is meant to be 1 because 8 raised to power y into 8 raised to power y will give you what? 1. So let's write 1 here. If you expand this, you're going to get this back. Now, I want you to look at something here. I want you to look at this. What you have on the left-hand side, I want you to have on the right-hand side. It's time to compare them. We're trying to compare now. Look at this. 8 raised to power any positive number, we always return an even number. Always return an even number. So even if a is 3, it will return an even number. Even if you say a is 7, it will always return an even number. Now, what does this tell us? That 8 raised to power a minus 1 will be odd, because if you have 8 raised to power a and you are subtracting 1 from it, if you subtract 1 from an even number, you will get an odd number. Can you look at what we have on the right hand side? This is 4095. This is what? An odd number. And like I said before again, 8 raised to power a minus 1 is also an odd number. So they compare. So this is odd to odd. If this odd compares to this odd, it means that 8 raised to power y will be even as well. And of course, it will be even because I said that 8 raised to power a positive number will always be an even number. So we have even being compared to an even number, and odd on the left hand side being compared to an odd number on the right hand side. So if we have to write it like that, it means that I would have to say that 8 raised to power y is equal to what? 8 raised to power 8. And then 8 raised to power a minus 1 is equal to what? 4095. So I just did the comparison and I have it like that. They have a common base. I'm going to equate the exponent. So it means that y is equal to 8. What about what we have on this side? If you transpose minus 1 to the right hand side, you are going to have what? 4095 plus 1. And if you add 4095 plus 1, you are going to get 4096. Do you know that I can express 4096 as a power of 8? Yes, I can. So it's going to be 8 raised to power a, which is equal to 4096 is equal to 8 raised to the power of 4. Because 8 times 8 times 8 times 8 will give you 4096. So because they have a common base, I'm going to equate the exponent as I did in the first case. So a will be equal to what? 4. So here a is equal to 4. We've gotten a as 4 and y as 8. But remember, what we are looking for is x and y, not a. We just brought a into the picture. So let's go back and look at the equation that ties a, x, and y. See it here. X is equal to a plus y. So to get x now, I'm going to write that, recall that what? X is equal to a plus y. So we already know what a and y are. A is what? 4. And y is 8. So x is equal to 12. We've gotten the value of x. And we already know that y is what? 8. The other one doesn't even matter because we're not even interested in a in the first place. We have the value of x as 12 and the value of y as 8. But we need to confirm if this is the correct answer. So we're going to rewrite the equation and test it out. What is the equation again? Let me just write this here again. It is what? 8 raised to power x minus 8 minus 8 raised to power y minus 8 is equal to 4095. So this is 8. What is x? We got x as 12. So I'm going to write 12 minus 8 here. What about y? Y is what? 8. So let's write 8 minus 8. We want to see if this will give us 4095 on the right hand side. So you have 8 raised to power 12 minus 8 is 4. So here 8 is raised to power 8 minus 8 is 0. Remember that 8 raised to power 4 is 4096. and 8 raised to the power 0 is 1. So when you do 4096 minus 1, you get 4095, which is what we have on the right hand side. So yes, the value of x is 12 and the value of y is 8. They will both satisfy the equation. If you enjoyed this video, kindly subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Make sure you share this video to your friends and family. I will see you in the next one. It's bye for now.